What's happening, so fam? So I want to share with you the magic of manifestation and how crazy it is to write things in little notebooks like this. I carry so many notebooks everywhere I go. I write my manifestations every time I travel. So let's say I started traveling in Massachusetts and then I'm going to go over to California. I'll write a manifestation in Massachusetts and then reaffirm that same manifestation when I'm in California. And in my mind, the way it works is I'm bringing that energy across the land, right? And even though time and space is an illusion, and I constantly share that with you, I'd really like to share with people that time and space are tools still. They may be illusions. They're illusions that you should not let overwhelm you or control your life and stuff like that. But they're definitely spells, they're powers that you can use in your everyday reality that can really, really help you unlock more and more of your consciousness. So one of the things that I've been doing for a really, really long time is just traveling and writing in these notebooks as I, manifest myself. Because really what I'm doing is I'm manifesting experiences for myself. I don't experience things as I want to have the fancy car or the fancy house, even though I have manifested those things. I more so want to manifest, let's go on an adventure. What's it like to feel wealthy while still being able to travel and do whatever you want, right? I really think about the experience of things. And usually when I write in my manifestations, I like to draw little symbols with my manifestations. So I'll write down I am a multimillionaire. I am super wealthy. I am super happy. I have everything I want. I get everything I want perfectly in the now. And those are some of the things that I write down. And then I write a little symbol. And I don't know if you can see it right there, but I write little symbols like that, like sigils, and that's what they're called. So when you start learning how to do alchemy and bending consciousness, you can create sigils, which are symbols, talismans that allow you to connect to an energy that you've been to before. And shamans have been doing this for a long time. When I teach Antojai alchemy, I use sigils, I use symbols, I use talismans that help you unlock the power of time, where you can bend time and space, and you can talk to other people's souls and their shadow and their inner child, right? They're these symbols that are part of a sacred language that we experience all the time. And when we learn these symbols, what they mean, how they affect our subconscious mind, and we start using them and integrating them into our reality, you really start seeing a lot of beautiful magic. So one of the things I did right before I left was I wrote down my affirmation in late December 2021. And right now it's February 2022. We're coming to the end of February 2022. And I wrote down a manifestation of 2022 is going to be the year that I am fully embodying myself. I'm fully feeling the vibes. I'm getting to the next level. Everything's just playing out for me. Everything's magical. Everything's a blessing. Everything's amazing. Has been one of the things that I've been really focused on. And what's actually crazy is as soon as I wrote that manifestation, I started to draw a symbol for it. And the symbol, remember, this is last year, that I drew, I there was no reference for it. I didn't see it anywhere. I didn't know anything about it. I just was hey, let me draw this symbol and let me see, what's going on in my reality and what's going on in my life. This is what I feel. And then as I started traveling through San Diego and I started traveling upwards to Ojai and Mount Shasta, I made a sigil for each place that I've gone to. And you're going to notice that if you look at these sigils right here, they kind of have a check mark on them, right? So the first check mark was the sigil that I drew in 2021. And then I started just using that same kind of baseline symbol. And so what I really want you to pay attention to is these check marks, right? They kind of they look like that check mark right there, right? This is what I drew in December 2021, and I wrote, I am living the life of my dreams. As I have been traveling, you can see that I've been using that same check mark. When I went to Joshua Tree, I created a symbol for the vortex of Joshua Tree. When I got to Ojai, I used that same kind of little check mark that I used at the beginning here last year. Now, I don't know if you can see it clearly, but right over there, let me see if I can get in. I'll put a photo in if you can't see it. But right there, right here, there is that same symbol, literally. And I'm going to attach a photo just in case, because you might not be able to see it very easily from here. But there is a check mark right there from the same symbols that I've been drawing. So here, as I got here, I realized, oh, damn, like, I was drawing this symbol because I knew inherently beyond time and space that I was going to be here. I was going to be in this area right here, experiencing all this magic. And it was just one of those things where I'm like, oh my God, like, this is a message to myself, you know, like, telling me, hey, you are in your manifestation right now. You are here. That check mark is real. It's mind-blowing when you have these experiences, because a lot of times people are like, oh, you know, law of attraction, blah 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 blah, it's all woo woo. But it's not when you start having these magical experiences. So the gist of the message is, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to your technique, right? Like, I've been just drawing symbols, I've been writing my manifestations. I'm going to have the best dream life ever. I come here, I see on a mountain that same symbol I've been drawing has been etched. So it's showing me that I'm supposed to be here. Like, my manifestation is to be here. I'm going to be living my dream life. I am living my dream life. This is proof right here, real-time proof that I'm actually inside of a manifestation. And this is what we're doing every day of our lives, all the time. We don't really think about that, but we're doing this all the time. We're manifesting our scenarios. And nature is really one of those things that helps you not only manifest yourself, but be aware of the things that you're going through. And even when you do things, like when I drew this symbol, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, oh, I'm just going to draw it, and hopefully it's going to pan out and it's going to be cool. And it just, you know, will turn into something. And then later I'm coming here and I'm seeing for myself, wow, that symbol is out there. It's actually in reality, and I'm here. And what I drew last year is collapsed in time and space right now with me. And it's mind-blowing. It's amazing. This is the life of Antojai. This is what I teach people. This is what I want you to be living. But you need to, first of all, take a step to change your reality by changing your subconscious reprograms. You have to go allow yourself to have experiences and be awed by reality, by your own magic, because that's what you are. You're amazing, and you just haven't realized how powerful and how amazing you actually are until you start living your life. Most people wait for their lives to become something and to come together and just be even and equal and happy and easy, but you will not create those scenarios if you're not being daring enough to go after them. I've realized that as I've grown as a shaman, as an entrepreneur, as a guru, as a teacher, as a person, is that I don't wait for things to happen for me. There's a right time and a wrong time to do things, and you get to judge what those moments are. But when I feel an impulse that I have to go travel and I have to be in a place like this, no reason, no like anything other than I have to be here. You know what I mean? I have to be here. I'm just going to go for it. It all makes sense to me when I get here, when I'm here. And, you know, a year ago I wrote down that symbol, and it's on a freaking mountain. You know, I'm supposed to be here. I've always been here. I just had to wait for my consciousness to catch up with what I'm doing here. That's crazy. I'm sending you all the love, and I hope this was somewhat inspiring and helpful for you during my travels as a shaman. If you're looking to join our school, go ahead, check out the links in the description below, follow us everywhere, and I'll catch you in the next episode.